So let me explain two different types of bias that you might see from an AI art generator. Using this Barbie as an example, you might recognize her. If you instruct an AI system to give you images of Barbies, one thing that you might get is all white Barbies. In the same way that if you ask for images of a scientist, you might get all men. A simplistic explanation for why this can happen is the training data. If you have a training data set that's all white Barbies and ask it for a Barbie, it's going to give you a white Barbie. This is the same reason that you can get unequal performance across subpopulations for a task, like say facial recognition. Like if I train a dog-cat classifier with 1,000 images of golden retrievers and then give it a photo of my small chihuahua-like dog, it's going to say my dog's a cat. So that is one type of bias, that an AI art generator is constantly giving us images of white people because the data that it's trained on is full of white people. But another version of this is stereotype. So if I asked an AI art generator for images of women, and every image they were standing in a kitchen or holding a baby, or go back to search engines when Safia Noble showed us that asking for images of 3 black boys gave us mugshots. So the issue with this Barbie is that when BuzzFeed asked an AI art generator for a Barbie from Sudan, she has a gun. This mimics types of bias we see in the real world too, like complete lack of representation versus negative stereotypical representation. So in the video this is a reply to, the reason that the generation of this image in a succession of asking for images of a CEO that's increasingly unethical felt like some kind of bias to me was that this happened twice in a row. In another succession of images where it started with a woman, she went from appearing white to around the same point in the succession appearing Asian. Perhaps this was just a coincidence, but this certainly would be an example of a type of bias. Like if you asked for an image of a criminal and you got a white person, you said, no, actually make them look more like a criminal, and then suddenly they weren't white. Though to give DALL-E some credit, and I've done videos about this, they do have mitigation techniques to deal with that first type of bias. And in another set of generations I did for tech CEOs, it started with a black woman. So anyway, the point is there are types of bias, racism, sexism that you might see in AI in different forms.